Superman fans, your speeding bulletin for the week June 21st to June 27th, 2013. A week which saw the Australian premiere of Man of Steel, more box office success for the movie, and the announcement of a new Action Comics creative team. Let's jump in and take a closer look. In movie news, while Man of Steel was bumped to third position in the USA with the release of Monsters University and World War Z this weekend, Superman was far from defeated, with the movie still number one at the worldwide box office. Man of Steel took in $41.2 million in the USA over the weekend to bring its domestic takings to over $210 million. But the movie's global cume on Monday stood at just under $400 million after only 11 days in release. However, Superman remained the number one movie at the UK box office for the second week in a row, defeating Brad Pitt's World War Z, grabbing £5 million in ticket sales compared to World War Z's $4.5 million. Man of Steel took over Chinese cinemas on its opening day, taking 80% of the country's total box office on its release. The Superman reboot took $5.86 million, which is 36 million yuan, on Thursday, according to figures from entertainment business analyst Ent Group. On a rainy Sydney evening on Monday, June 24th, Henry Cavill, Russell Crowe and Zack Snyder walked the black carpet for the Australian premiere of Man of Steel at Event Cinemas on George Street. I was in attendance with my wife and she was very impressed, as was I, with the way the whole event was set up.
To be here, because I know you're going to really enjoy this movie. And please give a huge Sydney welcome to the director and the star of this film, Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill.
Take a quick second to say, listen guys, it's an amazing honor to be here. Love Australia, and love giving you guys the opportunity to see the movie. I think you're going to like it. We endeavored quite diligently to make something awesome for you guys, and like that, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer so you get to watch the movie. I second pretty much everything that Zach said, but I will add, I hope you enjoy watching it as much as we enjoyed making it, because it was an amazing experience for all of us, and we hope it's the same for you.
Thanks, guys!
To celebrate the Australian release of Man of Steel on June 27th, Telstra are offering its customers a chance to win a trip to Los Angeles and a chance to meet Zack Snyder. To go into the draw, all you have to do is watch the Man of Steel trailer and answer the multiple choice question on the contest page before 5 PM on July 20th. Head to telstra.com.au. Thanks to Event Cinemas, Australian fans visiting the Superman homepage have an opportunity to win one of 3 double passes to see Man of Steel in VMAX at an Event Cinema anywhere in Australia. To enter the contest, all you need to do is answer a simple question on our contest page. Head to the website now to enter. Speaking of the film's release, Warner Bros. Pictures posted 2 more now playing TV spots for Man of Steel. Check them out.
Rated PG-13, now playing.
Superman?
That's what they call him.
I can do things that other people can't.
Discover why Man of Steel is the blockbuster movie of the summer. Rated PG-13, now playing.
While Water Tower Music posted another behind-the-scenes video with Hans Zimmer creating the drums for the Man of Steel soundtrack. All these videos are actually available when you purchase the soundtrack on CD and use the Water Tower Music app on your smartphone to scan the Kryptonian glyphs in the booklet inside. Warner Bros. Have called off Henry Cavill's press tour of Brazil, citing current events in the country as the reason for the cancellation. The film is scheduled to be released in Brazil on July 12th. Reports are that this was to be the last stop on Henry Cavill's worldwide press tour for Man of Steel. Cinemax posted a 3-part video chat with the cast of Man of Steel. Russell Crowe, Michael Shannon, Henry Cavill, Amy Adams and director Zack Snyder sit down to talk uncensored about the new Superman movie. Clay Enos worked as the still photographer on Man of Steel, having worked with Zack Snyder on previous films. He spoke with JunZhuiFilms.com about the experience, which photos were his favourites, and the secrecy surrounding the movie for so many months. He said the first image of Supes against the safe was set up just for me. The leaked images of Clark shirtless were mine. They were made to look like paparazzi images. It's part of the fun of being a movie still photographer. Concept artist Peter Rubin spoke with comicbooktherapy.com about the process of creating the look and feel of the planet Krypton for the movie. He said we tackled it as an Art Nouveau assignment, knowing that every structure and machine was not just organic looking, but actually organic once living. Titan Books made available a number of images from the book Man of Steel Inside the Legendary World of Superman. The book features concept art, behind-the-scenes photography, director's commentary, and interviews with the cast and crew. Purchase your copy of Man of Steel Inside the Legendary World of Superman from our online store. Madison Moran is the 13-year-old girl who will be forever known as Train Girl to her friends for her appearance in a scene in Man of Steel. Madison appears in a scene as part of a family of 4 in a train station. The movie set for the big finish was inside Chicago's historic Union Station. Fans who've seen the movie will know which scene we're talking about. You can read what she had to say about her experience at greenbaypressgazette.com. The June 2013 edition of Interview magazine features Henry Cavill and Amy Adams on the cover, with a feature article inside that includes a photo shoot incorporating interviews with Henry, Amy and R.J. Trower. Musical Wonder Woman Alison Krauss, who made her Hollywood screen debut in Man of Steel, spoke exclusively with the Superman homepage about her experience filming her cameo appearance, her thoughts on the movie, and where you can hear her music. Check out the interview at our website now. Here's an interesting one for you. Since the release of Man of Steel on June 14th, fans have been debating back and forth whether Zack Snyder intentionally inserted a tribute to Christopher Reeve in the film, or if it's just a matter of Henry Cavill and the late great Mr. Reeve both looking like Superman. What do you think? Sam Daly has big boots to fill, not just with being tasked to voice the role of Superman in the upcoming Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox animated movie, but also with the knowledge that he's following in his father's footsteps, Tim Daly. He said, taking over the role of Superman is both amazing and intimidating. Taking over the reins from my father is just the icing on the cake. Pre-order your copy of Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox on Blu-ray and or DVD from our online store. In Sydney, Australia for the Supernova Pop Culture Expo, which took place this past weekend, Margot Kidder spoke on stage about her time playing Lois Lane in the 4 Superman movies. However, before heading to Melbourne, where she was supposed to attend a screening of Superman the movie at the Astor Theatre, she had to cancel due to illness. Margot unfortunately contracted pneumonia and was admitted to Sydney's St Vincent Hospital. We have no further details on her condition at this point in time, but we send our best wishes for a quick recovery. No TV news this week, so straight into comic book news, where writer Greg Pak and artist Aaron Kuder have been announced as the new creative team taking over Action Comics starting in November. Pak said the book is called Action, so we want to have big action, and it's Superman. Superman's got to do crazy, huge things. Aaron Kuder is also writing and illustrating a special Superman one-shot in September featuring the villain Parasite. ComicBookResources.com caught up with artist and DC Comics co-publisher Jim Lee to talk about his work on Superman Unchained, the new monthly comic book written by Scott Snyder. He said, if you look at what I did in For Tomorrow compared to what I do in Superman Unchained, Superman's a more slimmed down figure, and I also try to do some more naturalistic poses for him. We're back on track with our comic book reviews, and this week we reviewed the Man of Steel prequel, which was reviewed by Keith Summerer, who gave it a 5 out of 5, saying, what a way to lead up to the summer blockbuster. Supergirl number 21 was reviewed by James Lance, who said this was a difficult issue to rate, so he gave it a 3 out of 5. Mark Pritchard reviewed Superman Unchained number 1, saying, this is crafty and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes, and he gave it a 4 out of 5. Mark also reviewed Smallville Season 11 Chapter 52, and he gave it a 3 out of 5. Adventures of Superman Chapter 7 was reviewed by Sean Morrissey, who said, It works well enough to intrigue the reader, and he gave it a 3 out of 5. T.A. Hewitt reviewed Injustice: Gods Among Us Chapter 24, giving it a 4 out of 5, saying, "It's amazing what Taylor has set up." Superman comics available this week from June 26 include Adventures of Superman Chapter 9 digital comic has been available since June 24. Injustice: Gods Among Us Chapter 24 digital comic has been available since June 25th. Adventures of Superman number 2 print edition. Batman Superman number 1, which is available in not just one variant cover, but 2 variant covers, a digital combo pack, a black and white variant cover, and a blank variant cover. Injustice: Gods Among Us number 6 print edition. Justice League number 21, which is available in a variant cover, a digital combo pack, and a black and white variant cover. Superman number 21, which is available in a black and white variant cover. Teen Titans number 21, which is also available in a black and white variant cover. Smallville Season 11 Chapter 53 digital comic is available June 28th. Superman Family Adventures Volume 1 trade paperback. Superman Volume 1 What Price Tomorrow trade paperback. And Superman Volume 2 Secrets and Lies hardcover. Show your support for the new Superman movie with its collection of Man of Steel buttons. Grab a 3-pack of the Man of Steel movie logo buttons for just $9.99. Or if you've got a mean streak in you, then you might prefer the Zod logo buttons, also just $9.99. These and other great Man of Steel buttons are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, fans playing the video game Injustice: Gods Among Us will soon be able to download a Man of Steel skin for Superman. The skin will cost players 80 Microsoft points, or roughly $2.99 on the PSN. Players also got a look at General Zod, who was recently confirmed to be Injustice's next DLC character. I spoke exclusively with Michael Rosenbaum and Alessandro Giuliani at the 2013 Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois. Here are a few snippets you might enjoy. Have you enjoyed the celebration?
Yeah, it's been great. It's flown by.
The Q&A was hilarious.
I don't think Steve Kirk actually needed to host it. He could have done it.
No, I'm kidding. Phil Donahue here. He just got down and he's all over it.
Fantastic. Well, it was really nice meeting you.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, this is great. Everybody's so cool here. I was like, I wonder if they'll remember me in Metropolis.
Are you serious?
It's any place that you know you really you're not with it anymore if they don't remember you in Metropolis. If you're Lex Luthor and they don't remember you.
Well, thanks for talking to us.
And thanks for having me. This is great.
In 1949, Australia jumped on the Superman bandwagon to produce its own Superman radio series based on the popular American show. Courtesy of the Macquarie Radio Network, the NFSA have posted the first 2 episodes from the Australian series, which to my knowledge have never been heard online before. Check them out at the Superman homepage now. Episode 102 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, is now available to listen to. Scotty and I discuss the Man of Steel movie from beginning to end, the world premiere, the Australian premiere, rumours, cameos and more. Check it out at supermanhomepage.com/radio. It's not an S. On my world, it means delicious. With these words, Kitchen Overlord have created a superhero tribute to Man of Steel with instructions on how you can make your own Superman bread. Head on over to kitchenoverlord.com for the recipe and full instructions. That's all the Superman news there was for the week June 21st to June 27th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fabulous edition of Great Scott, where once again, due to my Legion flight ring, I'm going to travel back in time, this time to June 10th, a few hours before the world premiere, where Jeffrey Taylor, myself, Steve Younis, Carolyn, Steve's sister, and Rennie Cowan also all see the Man of Steel world premiere before lots of other people, but here's the thing. As lucky as I myself thought I was that I got to go to the world premiere in New York City, Jeffrey and Rennie both had already seen the movie. And that's right, a week before the rest of us, 2 weeks before other people, they managed to see the movie another time. So this world premiere was going to be their second time seeing the movie. I'm going to go back in time. We're going to talk about all kinds of things, like the fact that everyone, all the fans, everybody else was so upset, so full of just disdain for the people who got to see it early. I got yelled at several times and told that people were envious of me. Can you just imagine it? Jeffrey, can you imagine?
Well, just imagine the hatred that I received.
The vitriol.
Oh, absolutely.
Plus you're wearing a shirt that's backwards.
It just means
it looks fine in the mirror.
That's true.
There was a lot of anger. There was a lot of vitriol, as we have said. But how angry would you have been if Jeffrey had revealed this?
Yeah, Lois dies.
Oh, I just love being able to travel through time and have conversations with people on other days that have already passed by due to the fact that I have this stolen Legion flight ring. Did you know, if you already didn't feel incredibly envious of Jeffrey Taylor, that this is a man who got to touch Auntie Trout?
I shook her hand. It's not like I touched.
Oh, I thought she was being very friendly that day.
Well, she was being very friendly, just not very friendly.
Right.
Right.
Is everything that she had to say in your interview that people can read?
There were a few things where we sort of started off where I explained who I was and where I was from, and she said, "Oh, you can probably tell me more about the character than I can." And I said, "Well, we'll find out." And we started the interview. But then she ended up asking me a whole lot of questions as well, and very little of that is in the printed interview.
How incredible that must have been, Jeffrey, for her to ask you questions. What made, I mean, when you're the interviewer and then it suddenly turns around and you become the expert, and you know, you're a hero in your own right, you're a star in your own right, you know plenty of information, so why not? I mean, what kind of things and how did that come about that she was asking you?
She purposefully did not look up any previous information from her character, so I got to tell her.
I've heard that from a lot of actors. We just did Les Miserables, and our director told us, don't watch the movie any more times, don't listen to any more soundtracks, we want you to have your own kind of take on it. So, on one hand, I think fans want you to review your character and know everything about them before you come into a movie like Man of Steel, but on the other hand...
And don't read the book by Victor Hugo.
That's right. Don't read the book because you'll know too much about Krypton. If you.
Many of you have already purchased your copy of the soundtrack. It's been several weeks in release now, and it's awesome. You could have ordered it early and you'd get it maybe on the day of release, or you can go out super early the morning of and get it that day. Look at this.
Oh my goodness! You do have something that doesn't come out yet. Where did you find this?
Somebody just gave it to me. Said, "Here, I don't want this. You can have it."
Someone from the film?
It was on the Warner Brothers lot. Actually, we both got ours at the same time.
And they didn't want it?
The press.
No, they were handing them out.
Okay, all right.
Box. They were just here.
Oh, well, that's very nice.
Now, I have found in my travels that there are many a fan out there that have said that it's clear to them that no one read a comic book when they were producing Man of Steel, and that it has no comic book influence at all, and that it is just not their Superman. Jeffrey, what do you have to say?
There's a lot that's borrowed if you know what to look for. And I'm not going to say anything about what it is because I want people to be able to see it for themselves and get that from it. And if you still don't get that from it, you can read my review on movies.com.
Well, I think we've had enough travels for now, everyone. Thanks for watching, and remember, always look up in the sky.